So I'm out here working in the garage. Got my slippers on. Working on the bike in particular. You see the bus in the background and Mini. Mini update coming on the bus relatively soon. Got some things to sort. Working on the bike right now. Working on getting the old handlebar accessories, I guess you could say, the stuff that goes on the handlebars, out from the old handlebars. And they're wired and cut and wired through, and as you can see, I couldn't get it out no matter how hard I pulled. I got it this far, wouldn't come out anymore, so I just cut the old handlebars because they're junk anyways. That's what you get. It's completely spliced and it's such a rat's nest. So I got a good amount of work ahead of me. I'm gonna print out a wiring diagram, and luckily these are still the original wires in here, so I can match up colors and refer to the diagram and be able to put everything back together. Cross my fingers. And then once I get that wiring up front sorted and the handlebars, I can start to go through the back and wire it all through here. I'm currently on, this is my second attempt. Got one more attempt, a little adjustment. I'm making a tray, an electronics tray, where my little battery will go, like I've showed you guys before. And then once I get that wired up, there's wires that go through here, so then I can put the chain guard on and the housing over that, then a little bits and bops, and I also have to make a seat, which I'll be working on. And then yeah, and then, I know I say and then a lot, but it's just a big process with steps I gotta take, and hopefully I'll get to the end relatively soon, because I really want to ride this thing. It's gonna be fun. I guess I should point out some of the changes that I've done, or things I've put together since the last update. Obviously, front wheel on, forks on, which went in surprisingly easy considering taking them out. I don't think I made a video on that because that was sort of before I got into my YouTube. Taking them out was literally a week's worth of bashing them with a rubber mallet and hammer and trying to get them out and yanking as hard as I could, and eventually got them out. But I cleaned them up and they actually went in really easily. The tank is not permanently mounted because I got to do all the wiring and stuff. The back fender is just mocked up. I'm going to end up cutting it because I don't want this whole thing, because it doesn't really go with the style of the bike. So I'm going to trim that down. Same thing with the front fender. Haven't mocked that up yet though. Got the kickstand on. Not sure, I don't think I did that in the last update. Got the tack and speedo all mounted. I actually had to pull it all apart so I could repaint that, which is easier said than done, as everything always is. The brake reservoir and its handle and everything mounted on there. I have to do the accelerator, the throttle, and that's actually barely just going to fit on. There's a little bit of extra on the end that it won't be on, but it's sturdy. It's not going to fly off or anything. Same thing on the other side. Got to put that together, but since I just got that off of the old handlebars, I will be able to fish that out and start matching up wires and do it properly and solder, because I have soldering iron. Sort of know how to use it. Up here with the forks, this is where it was pitted, and you can't really tell on camera, except it doesn't look too great. I was thinking about wrapping it in the same wrap that you do for exhaust, the heat wrap, just to tie it in, but I'm actually also thinking about just painting it black here to here, and then maybe have a tapered line, because then these have to go over it, the headlight mounts. So yeah. So that's going to be it for this mini update. You can see that I'm making some progress on it, and I'm going to be making a lot more progress this coming week. Got to go to Lowe's and get some aluminum to build that electronics tray. But momentum is growing. Growing? That doesn't make sense. I'm gaining momentum and starting to come together. Now that I got the wires out of the handlebars, I can start to do the wiring, which not gonna be fun, but I'll get it done, and then eventually vroom vroom. All right, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Alright, that was really interesting. So I just went in to get a piece of aluminum, like just a little sheet of aluminum, and I went in and searched, eventually found it, and it's literally a piece this big, and I go to self-checkout, and I ring it up, $75. So I call the lady over that's working at the self-checkout, and I'm like, there's no way this is right. And she agrees with me, so she calls over her manager, and they look at it, they scan it, they go over to where I got it, they scan it, they look it up in the system, and it's showing that it's selling for $75 everywhere. Alright, so put that one back, got one size larger, so I got even more aluminum, went back, rang it up, $6. Thanks, Lowe's.
Just like a piece of metal?
Yeah, it's literally just a sheet of metal.
And it was $75?
That's what it came up as. They all knew it was wrong, except it was like in the system at 75, so they couldn't do anything about it. Hey Gab.
Yeah?
Say hi to the vlog.
Oh my gosh, hi!
You're gonna be in the vlog. I made template number 3, and I traced it out onto the $6 sheet of aluminum, and I was literally about to finish cutting it, and I was like, oh, I should probably film this. So this is the finished product. I'm still going to paint it black. I just put a little primer on it. But yep, trimmed up the back a little bit. And I'll show you how it sits. Pretty much like that. It gets tucked up a little more. It's sort of hard with one hand. But like that. Have my battery back here. Have my battery back here. Then regulator, rectifier, a couple other bits. It'll all be tucked away in there. So that'll be it for this update. I will finish painting the electronics tray and get that together, and then I'll do some wiring and I'll take some videos of that. And then after the wiring, I can put the cover back on the side, tank, get some new hoses, seat, need to wire up a tail light and stuff, and also headlight. Pretty soon this thing is gonna go. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates. I made a mistake.